This is an introduction to Summon Guardians and how to play it. Summon Guardians is a 2 to 4 player war strategy board game made only for adventurers. The goal is to have your kingdom win the War of the Wastelands. The Wastelands is the center territory that has been fought over for centuries due to the legendary wealth and resources in its underground caverns. It is there, on the surface, that the infamous Red Jewel platform exists, a manifestation of that ancient history and power. Through the use of guardians willingly summoned by powerful queens, the four kingdoms wage war over this highly strategic region. There are 3 ways to win the game. 1. Kill all enemy guardians. 2. Kill all enemy kings. And 3. Place 5 red jewels on the Red Jewel platform to activate its subjugation to your king. All options effectively deem your king in control of the Wastelands, winning the war over its possession.
10 and 9.
If you no longer have any guardians, or if your king gets killed, you lose and are automatically out of the game.
I won!
Roll a die to see who goes first, then take turns going clockwise. First, pick a kingdom. There are 4 kingdom territories. And each comes with its own set of king, queen, and fort cyclops cards that you keep in front of you. Each kingdom has its own pros and cons, but all function in the same basic way. The king protects the castle, and the queen uses her magic to help wage war. The fort cyclops protects the forts that you own. Forts can protect an area and be a safe haven, allowing guardians to fully restore their health. In addition, guardians can teleport between their castle and forts, effectively enhancing their battlefield mobility. After the kingdoms have been selected, take turns picking the first of your 2 level 1 guardians. After you select it, place the card in front of you. You always start with 2 guardians, and while you can have your queen use gold to summon a replacement guardian should one die, the most you can ever have at any time is 2. Each guardian is unique and serves your kingdom to win the war. The advantages listed on their card can be used at any time during their turn. Then take turns picking your second level 1 guardian. When you select it, place the card in front of you. Take the playing pieces for your 2 guardians and place them on your castle. Each player starts off with 1 gold coin and 1 jewel from their territory. It's not a lot, but the kingdoms are depleted and still recovering from the last war, barely able to summon their 2 guardians. However, just like the other kingdom territory jewels, you can sell it for 2 gold coins at a trade village. Use it to create a fort in your territory, or save it for other uses. Creating a fort requires a guardian to have a jewel from that territory, then use the action part of their turn while on an open fort foundation. You then place your kingdom's fort tower playing piece on that location. Each player can own a maximum of 5 forts at any one time. Start the war. A player's turn represents a 1-day time period in the world of Summon Guardians. Take turns playing, which generally means MCA. Move, card, action. First, move your guardian if you wish. Then take and resolve an adventure card. And finally, do an action if applicable. Move your guardians. Guardians can move the amount of spaces up to the range indicated on their card. They can travel independently, take their own adventure card, or they can travel together, having to share 1 adventure card. If traveling together, do both of their moves, share an adventure card if eligible, and then each can do an action if applicable. To travel together, they must move on land to adjacent spaces, or be within either of each other's magic spell range. Force fields do not hinder the latter, as magic spells can go through the force fields. Unless specified as an advantage on their card, guardians cannot move on or through force fields, nor can their non-magical attacks. Take a card. Adventure cards are considered local engagements, a micro-event within that day where turns go in rapid succession. You must take an adventure card if eligible. When Guardians engage in combat in adventure cards, one can be in front or guard position, forcing the enemy to launch one attack on them. In addition, and only then, can a Guardian use their turn to try and escape, rolling their escape number or higher to remove themselves from the adventure card scenario. Guardians take an adventure card from the territory they either landed on or were last on when entering an establishment. An establishment is a place on the battlefield that your Guardian can enter, such as a trade village, fort, or castle. No adventure cards are taken when you lack in normal adventure opportunities, such as when you land on a wasteland space, or if you start and end your move in an establishment. From adventure card events, jewels occasionally appear on the jewel platforms. To get them, a Guardian can end their move on that jewel platform space to automatically collect it. It does not require an action. Do an action. Actions are basic activities such as creating a fort, conducting business in a trade village, or attacking a Guardian. In trade villages, Guardians can sell jewels, convert a red jewel into either 10 gold coins or any 5 territory jewels that they want, sell the items they obtain from adventure cards for the amounts indicated on them, or pay 1 gold coin to fully restore their health. Any and all businesses on your turn in trade villages is considered one action. The types of attack a Guardian has at their disposal is listed on their card, along with their ranges, if any. To attack another Guardian, your attack range must be within the amount of spaces the range indicates. And if none is listed, that means you must be adjacent to your enemy when using it. For all attacks, you must be able to have line of sight, which means that a straight line could be made from some point on your space to some point on the target's space. Unless it's a magic spell, a force field blocks the attack. No attacks can go through an establishment. If you kill a Guardian, you get 1 red jewel. You also get its possessions if it wasn't traveling together with a Guardian partner. To attack a fort's Cyclops, you must enter it by landing on any of the entrance spaces directly surrounding the central tower. Kill the Cyclops to own the fort. To attack a castle's king, you move to any of its spaces on the battlefield. Kill the king to get 2 red jewels, his Guardian's possessions, and the player out of the game. Your offense number indicates how many dice you can roll at one time for your attack. To successfully hit, any one of the dice must match or beat the defense number of the target. When your Guardians collect items, jewels, or gold coins, they stay with the Guardian that obtained them, so keep your Guardian's items separate. They can share items freely if traveling together, but if engaged in battle, that takes an action. You are considered engaged in battle if you were attacked during your last turn. When Guardians are engaged in battle, trade villages prevent entry to protect their businesses. They are totally independent and have no interest in war. Your Guardians, however, live for it.